Hey guys, this is Roger in the library. I'm going to give you a quick video on how to find sources for your textual analysis essay. And so I want to keep this brief, just to give you an idea of where you need to go for things. And if you do want more help in this, please come see us here in the library. Be happy to walk through this in more detail. So the first thing you want to do is go to the pod. When you go to the pod, you go to campus services and you'll be able to find the library there. Okay. Now what is important about this is that for some of our databases you will have to provide a login and password if you are off campus, and for some of them this will allow you to bypass that. So that is it's very helpful in the process. Now, the first thing you probably need to do would be to open up the help guides for the particular databases that we want to use. So we're going to use the EBSCO databases. So go down to Research Help Guides. And scroll down to EBSCO Databases Help Guide. Click that. This is what you should be receiving in your view here. Okay. I would suggest that you download it, save it, so that you have it handy, because you'll need this ID and this password, which you will definitely want to copy and paste rather than actually have to type out. Okay, so I'm going to return back to the pod. I'm going to go up to the databases here, and you'll find EBSCO databases under Access Our Databases. And it will should give you a screen like this. I don't have any idea what you guys would want to be doing for your assignment, so I am going to use the topic from a question that I just had a few minutes ago from a student who was interested in a book on North Korea. So I'm just going to do a search on North Korea. And if I look at this, I see that there are results 215,000. Now that is just way too many to be using for, to have to go through, sift through, to try to find something that would be useful. So we're going to have to do some filtering. This list here is going to be everything that EBSCO databases has. Okay, so that means it'll have peer-reviewed, it'll have books, it'll have ebooks, videos, newspaper articles, regular articles, things of that nature. So I want to show you how to use the peer-reviewed side of it to make things a little bit easier, because we have to get this number down to something a little bit more manageable. You don't want to just start choosing the first things that come up. So let's do peer-reviewed. And this peer-reviewed means that there are people in the field who have reviewed the article before it's published, and that will help you to be a little bit more confident in the results of it. Okay? So as you can see, 3,974 is a considerably different number than what we had a little bit ago, right? Let's say I want the past 5 years. That should bring the number down a little bit more. And for something like this, it's not terribly necessary. So it brings it down to 900. Source type. All of these are coming from academic journals. This number in parentheses will tell you how many is in each each one. Now, I don't know why. There may be some duplicates in there, which could be the reason for it to be 900 here and then 957 there, but that's not really a big issue for us to deal with, okay? What else could we do? We could possibly look for other databases that we want to that we would like to use specifically, but that's not really going to help us. I don't think at this point in time it would be a lot of work. So I would think that probably these main refinements here would be the best ones to use. And now you can also improve this search, so to speak, by adding another keyword. For example, North Korean defectors would provide us with how much? 35. So this is a really good number, okay? I would, in order to get this search really to where exactly I want it, I would try different keywords, okay? So let's say that this is what we want, okay? Here's the list of results. And let's say I'm interested in this first one, right? So this looks to be a peer-reviewed article from an academic journal, as we see here. Here's the title, author, the publication, the database that it's from, a little bit about it here. That can tell you whether you're on track or not. And then another important thing here are the keywords. Sometimes the keywords are not exactly giving us what we want, so it's good to change them. So let's see what this access option gives us. So there's PDF, which is what we would probably end up wanting to use because they're easy to download. But before we go there, let's check a little bit more detailed record. This will give you a little bit more information. The abstract is what is most important here. Okay, so check this. You can find out more about what the article is about without having to actually go in and read the article. So let's say, yeah, this looks good. And you want this article. Okay, so let's go to the download button. Click that. We want full text in PDF. So we want to download that. And there it is. So you'll notice this name is not very useful, the file name. So what I would do is I would take the article title like that, copy it into the file name, okay? And then you will have an article that actually is understandable because you'll need to download a number of the articles in order for your requirements to be met, right? So the last thing you need is a citation. And it's important to get your citations even if you may not use an article, because it's much easier to delete the ones you don't need than it is to go back and find the ones that you need but you happen to delete or not pick up. So you guys are going to be using MLA, the style, so you just select it from this down arrow here, this list, and you can highlight, copy, and paste, or you can copy to the clipboard and then put it into your works cited page. Okay. So I would recommend creating your works cited page at the very beginning as you're doing this, and I would also recommend that you download more articles than you actually are required to, because you'll find that they're very easy to assemble, and it's easy in this instance to have more than it is to have, you know, the same number as what you're required. So grab more. They're always you can always delete them if you don't need them, and then you don't have to go back and dig for more if for some reason something doesn't work for you. So feel free to give us a shout here in the library if you need questions or if you have questions. And I'm available on Teams. I can work with you face-to-face on Teams or here in the library and address any questions that you have. Thank you very much, and good luck.